do like this. Okay, I think I got it. I trade my knight for his bishop right now, and then I push my pawn. I don't have time. I think it's actually bad. Take, take, take. That's actually bad.
You gave away your knight.
Yeah, but the bishop was gonna get opened anyways.
I think it was still weaker than your knight.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just trying to figure out how to... I feel like I should have fought on the king's side, maybe. Wait, I could go right there and check him.
Yeah, looks really good. Your hands are shaking.
If I can eliminate the G pawn in some way we trade here, then my endgame is going to be way better. If I like get rid of that G pawn and I just trade everything off. Actually, that started it. It's right there.
Ooh, good little exchange there, using a little bit of a tactic to win that pawn. First move that came to my mind. He plays it. Pretty good.
I think he's fucked.
Pretty good move. Ooh. Ooh, interesting. Offers a trade. Banking that the H and the G pawn will be stronger than anything he has. Well, he's playing super fast now. This pawn, this is a positional. This pawn is stopping two pawns. Now he picks off the A pawn. Should reroute to get the C pawn. Hard to defend that square because it was on a light square. Should play this move right now. See what he plays. Good. If he does... Oh, no. No. Take here, and then if he takes, there's no way... Oh, never mind. He can take... Yeah, it's unclear. Probably this is the move. Just no way to hold it. I was thinking here and here, but he had to play this move first. Pretty good game.
Yeah, it came out alright. I've been hanking though.
Yeah, you are down a little bit. My turn. I'm playing one.
We're in a stream one. Three blunders.
I'm not gonna stream it on Discord. I'm recording a video, so you just have to watch the website. Playing Brother 2015. Let's try and do a Scotch game. Okay, Petrov. I don't really want to play a Petrov. I'm just gonna play the Scotch anyways. gain some space here. It's not too bad. I mean, I can take this pawn. And then after he takes my pawn, yeah, kind of interesting. Let's develop the bishop and just be solid here. Interesting kind of maneuver from him. Okay, candidate moves. Castle. Pin the knight. Develop the other knight. If I develop the other knight first, he could pin it with the dark squared bishop. So let's put that at option number 3. Pinning his knight, he can immediately put a tempo on me with his pawn. And then capturing does nothing but free up his queen. So I'm going to castle. Okay, just rattles off d6. Okay, first we analyze the check. Doesn't seem as good for me. Okay, back to my 2 candidate moves. Could pin the bishop or develop the knight. There's no, this dark squared bishop's blocked in now, so I'm thinking I'm going to develop the knight. Okay, he enacts the pin. I can ask him what he's doing, which is good, and if he backs up here, I'm winning a piece. So that move seems instinctively right. I could also defend like this, because now the knight guards the e-pawn. But I think I'm going to push the pawn. Just feels instinctually right. Okay, so do I push g4 and sacrifice 2 pawns for a piece? So if I push, takes, and then queen infiltration. So the queen can't infiltrate, but I'm kind of stuck. I don't love it. Let's pin the knight first, and then we can maybe play this move. See if he should pressure me. That's a good move. Wants to take my light squared bishop away. Capturing there does me nothing. If I capture here, I double his pawns. I can maybe push the e-file. I don't want to take here because it's going to help develop his queen, and I don't want him to take my light squared bishop. So I think I'm going to capture his knight that just moved. If we capture the knight that just moves and kind of reroute the light squared bishop, then I can develop my queen and maybe get my rook to the c-file. Okay, reroute the bishop and then maybe get a little attack here. There's quite a bit of pressure on me. I should have looked at c4 instead of developing my knight. I wish I would have played c4. I also have a check right here. Check, push, takes. Looks pretty good. I could also play this check. It forces the knight to come back. And then the queen can defend the... Yeah, I kind of like that. My little kid's asleep. Okay, now I think this knight is a little misplaced. So I was going to improve my queen. Because the knight's now pinned, it cannot move. Step back. Let him expand. I don't know. Here, here, here. I don't know, he gets a lot of queenside expansion. Could also go here and this way. Let's keep the pin. Let's see if he wants. It probably wants to expand on the queen side. I don't see no reason for him not to. So he wants my light squared bishop, I guess. That's okay. We'll give it to him. Not much I can do to stop him from taking it. Oh, he's gonna ruin my structure too. Maybe I should have just traded. I didn't think deeply enough about ruining my structure. Yeah. So now I'm going to try and use this G file to help me, because he's damaged my structure. Let's back the queen off. You know you gotta help me out. Okay, first instinctual move is to play this to target the pawn. This guy's a goner. I'd like him to take so that I could take this way. If I play this move, he's gonna play this move. I'd like to reroute the knight to help here, but that hangs the b pawn. So let's just.
You take your rook to g4, or is it trolley?
Yeah, I
You double them up.
I looked at that move. If I go to g4, he plays g5. Defends his pawn.
You need to double your rooks.
And then h5 is coming. But I double, and then I double my rooks. But he's still got the bishop and queen on it. So I'd trade 2 rooks for a queen and a pawn. Okay, let's look deeper at this move. g4, g5, g1, h6. Yeah, I don't like it. Play this other move, this quiet move. What's his point? Why did he play this move? What's his point?
He's gonna push his f pawn. Triple your pawns.
I'm not gonna take. Yeah, I wanted to free the knight so the queen can't infiltrate. I'd also like to save this piece. But I'm actually okay if he trades, because his knight's a monster. Pushing his f-pawn is actually really good for me, because then it gives me control of this square. The e6 square. The only one who can attack it is his knight, which I think he intends to trade off. Okay, so I'm threatening 2 pawns here, the f-pawn.
That's a bad move.
I think it's too slow.
Yeah, I think it's bad.
Okay, do we take the f-pawn with the queen or the knight? If I take with the queen, it forces him to either trade or move the queen and I win the g-pawn. I think we take with the queen. I also didn't want to take with the knight because then my knight would have been pinned to my king.
Yeah.
Okay. Castles? Wow. This man's nuts. Okay, I'm gonna force the trade.
This guy's kind of thrown.
A little bit. He had a pretty good position. Okay, now I need to find a place for my knight. Here and play for E. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move my knight here and then play for F4, E5. Looks pretty good. King's a little misplaced. It's not bad though. The only thing I don't like about the king is he's on the dark square and he still has the dark square bishop. I mean, he's also spent 25 seconds on his moves, so playing pretty good chess. Okay, first we'll hit the dark squared bishop. If he takes the pawn, I take the bishop. He takes my knight, I take another pawn. His pawn's pinned. Oh shoot, he plays F2 in the end. Okay, it's defended. Okay, I play in the center now. The opponent's playing on the flank. To counter that, you play in the center. I think just C3, right? Or C4? Yeah, C4. And then if takes, I undouble. C4 very strong here. And then this E1's a little risky to move the rook to because of the dark squared bishop. So probably E6. Okay, I think, do I take that or push? Taking I think is kind of trolly. I think I just keep pushing. Push, 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 push. Yeah, these two pawns are monsters. I just own the center of the board. If I can alleviate some of this pressure that black has on me. Okay, F4 looks strong here. Support my center. Take away the target from his bishop. And then I have nice squares for my knight, and I can reinforce with the bishop, with the rooks in the middle. If I play F4, he plays F5, or G5. F4, G5, develop my rook. I still think it's okay. The G pawn's pinned, it can never move. Two minutes. 3 minutes. Okay. Maybe G2 to E2 with the rook lift to get off of these dark squares. A ton of dark square weaknesses in my camp. But with E5 now defended, yeah, he wants to play for G4, G5, excuse me. I think it's a good time to bring the knight in. Or do I push C5 and lock in that pawn? Oh, actually, what about B4 with the knight? Hits the pawn and a potential tempi on the rook. I like that a lot more. Yeah, I like this. Okay, he forces my rook to move. But I think I wanted to play this move anyways. G2. I think that was a bad move on black. I think pushing G5 is better. Okay, he hits the base of the chain. But I just threaten his rook. I take a pawn here. If he takes, I take his rook. I'm winning. No.
Move your other rook over.
Yeah, but then he plays Pac-Man. Yeah, so that's a good point. Let's play slow and protect the base of the chain. I really needed H4 too, because now he's gonna play G5. He should have played G5 2 moves ago. But at least I can force him to take. Well, he'll take with the bishop, and then if I exchange, it's messy. I don't know. Do I take? No, because then he gets some activity. Okay, where does the knight belong? Oh, I have a fork.
E7.
I have a fork. Yeah, I just pushed D7. Beautiful. And now the G pawn's dead. Oh, maybe I should have taken the C pawn. It's okay. We can hit this dark squared bishop and the B pawn all at once. Up and run towards the H pawn. That's what I'm thinking. His king's cut off, which is really nice. My B pawn's falling. Shoot, soon. The bishop's got to move right now. Okay, we got to grab this B pawn while we can. Threatening checkmate in 1. Yeah, he's doomed. He didn't see it. Oh, I missed it? Oh, the rook can block. Mate in 2. Good. Good game. It was a really good game. Yeah, it was a really good game. Hey, he wants a rematch. Sorry, brother. I think I think we're gonna do some analysis on our games. We'll give him a good game well played, though. Good game well played. Okay, let's get into analysis. Overall, I think I played that game pretty solidly. I avoided he wanted to run a Petrov, and I wanted to do a Scotch, and we both kind of avoided. I think we played a little bit inferior moves at the beginning, but the intent was to... Yeah, we just wanted... Yeah, I knew I should have grabbed this pawn here, but I just didn't want to get into his theory. And I wanted to castle quickly. Yeah, I think this is an inaccuracy. Yeah, it's more accurate to take the pawn. I think what won me that game, though, was my 2 pawns, my D and my E pawn. Yeah. I think my knight was also a better piece than his dark squared bishop. Oh. I wondered if this was a blunder. I thought if takes, 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 takes. What's the computer? Why is this so busted for me? Oh, because of the check. Yeah, that is kind of screwy. Okay, so I had one massive blunder. What if I played this move?
You had one huge blunder, but he didn't even
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, the F
He
pawn.
immediately blundered.
Yeah, the F pawn, and he immediately blunders back. It's not really an obvious blunder, because it's not like losing a piece. It's just a 4-point swing. See, I'm up 2 to down 2 almost.
Yep.
It's like a 4-point swing. It's a pretty big blunder.
Yeah, if he thought about it, it's like...
Yeah, in 9 minutes. The reason it's so bad is because of the rook check. If the rook check's not there, I'm fine, because then I have the rook check coming with my pawn sitting right next to him, right? But yeah, the rook check takes away all my activity and gives him time to reinforce with his other rook. And now he's got a passed pawn I have to deal with. Let's see what the computer said. 2 inaccuracies, 3 blunders, 48 average center pawn loss. It's pretty good. Anywhere around 50 means you played a pretty good game. Grandmasters play at like, I don't know, 12. I think I saw Magnus play a 7 once. But I mean, his opponent was blundering everything, so computers play really low. It was nice though. I had quite a big advantage in the early game. The middle game, if you look at my little graph here, it looks like I'm weakest in the middle game, but then huge advantage in the late game. I think I just understood. I understood that he was trying to play on my king side, and so I focused my attack in the center and around my pawns. Yeah, because once I got this D and E pawn, and then he pushed the C pawn, and I pushed past. Now I have 2 passed pawns. I mean, it's just crushing, right? Computer has me at +7. Kind of interesting. A good game to have on stream, because the other night I blundered like 3 winning games. I was winning in every single game, man, and I like got checkmated in 1, like in all 3 games.
Yeah, I did that a couple of times. This whole week I've been playing like doo-doo water.
Yeah. Happens though, dude. Okay, so now we're going to do something interesting. We're going to go to my Chessbulls course. If you don't have a Chessbull account, I highly recommend it. It's helped me a lot in developing theory. It's free. You get 5 free courses. So I'm a French player, so I have Anish Giri's French defense, which is super nice. I've been trying to learn the Benoni, but I've just started it. I'm trying to learn the Scotch, which is really good. And then like I tried Wesley Slo's E4 course, but it's mainly the Italian, and I don't like the Italian, so let's go to my Scotch variation. And then, yeah, black avoids the Petrov. So we're just going to go over how I should have played. Whoops. I think I just clicked the wrong page. Let's go back. And right here, we're going to restart it. Study from this position. And it should let me do the practicing moves. We'll click here. So, E4, E5, G3, trying to play the Scotch. Black responds with the Petrov. It says to play into the main line of the Petrov. And then to just get rapid development, push your D-pawn. And you've got a game on your hand. So basically, I don't know. I think the way I played it is fine. Because I feel like if you play into what black wants you to play, they have the advantage, right? If they play into what you want to play, you have a slight advantage, right? Because you should know your opening. So I think, yeah, if we look at the way I played, I just declined entirely, like letting him take. So it's like a weird sidling, right? And he didn't know what to do. He just developed a piece and let me get a tempo on him. So yeah, a good player would have taken the pawn. And then after I take, I probably would have played this move, which is not good, I guess. I'm just thinking castle here before his dark squared bishop comes out and bothers me. Yeah, but it's dead even. It's just a different game. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to cut it here. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one.